Hey everybody, how's it going out there in YouTube land? This is Scott coming at you straight from the Lions Den. And today I'm going to go over a few things here with you. Just something basic. I had a request on my cook kit. And, well basically this, I switch things up all the time and everything, You guys have all seen me use this quite a bit and some of my other stuff at GSI Minimalist. And, just showing you cup, I don't even have the components in it, because this is not something I'm using right now. So pretty good, decent package, just the way it is. You put your sporks, all that kind of stuff, all your cooking stuff in here, and you can take this pretty much just like this. When I do more of the minimalist type setup though, and super lightweight kind of stuff, just for like real quick day stuff, just going out by myself, I'll take this with me. And even in this, the components change periodically depending on what I'm using. For perfect example here, and I got this idea for using this because this is an actual, it says craftfoods.com on it, because this was from an actual Kool-Aid container, not the cheapy one. They actually don't quite seal up as well. You can see, got my lid there at the top because it actually pops right in, which is nice because it keeps it nice and tight and out the way. Spork. Got the fire plug in there, my version, my DIY version. Got my mini heat, the lighter, and the little pot stand for it, and got a Foster pot. I made this Foster pot. Got the ring from Smoke Eater 908. Sometimes I carry this, because it's lightweight. It's easy to take and just go do what you need to do for the day. It's simple. Makes it very nice, comfy. Because of the fact that I'm using it for, quickie trips, I haven't even made a pot cozy for this or anything. Because this really is just a, boil up the water, heat it up, either reconstitute it in the bag that it's in, or I throw it in this container. And because it's plastic, it's easy to wipe out. Now, what you guys have seen on quite a few of the trips that I do when I'm with my daughter. When my little girl goes with me, it's a completely different story. When I'm doing all of my stuff where I'm using my Imberlet stoves. And you guys have seen quite a few videos on that more recently, because I love that thing. I like to have the versatility of being able to use my alcohol stoves, which of course outdoors you need a windscreen, or being able to use a wood burning stove, which is why I carry that particular stove with me all the time, because I use that as a windscreen. But you need to have something that is going to stand up and be durable for burning on a wood burning stove or using an alcohol stove. So I'll carry this a lot. Okay, and I'm not going to give you weights and all that kind of stuff. I'm not into super ultralight and counting grams and all that. If it feels comfortable, it feels comfortable. Okay, I'm not an expert. I'm not, I'm not like, somebody who's on a diet trying to count calories. If it feels comfortable and good to me, I'm taking it. And it's a pro and con type situation on that. Pros are, I'm going to enjoy myself better. Cons are, I might carry a little more weight, but I'm doing it for me. So the other stuff really doesn't matter to me. If you want all the weights and everything like that, look it up online, find out how much every little piece of gear weighs, and you could add it up and find out what works best for you. Now in this package, I always keep this in there. Okay, I have 2 lids in here. I have a bunch of drinks. I have a couple of the match cases in here, and the reason why I have a couple of those in here, there's 2. One has a P and one has an S. I made them my salt and pepper containers. Okay, and I'll explain what the lids are in here in a second. This bag is an outdoor research bag, an OR bag. It just happens, I bought it, it happens to be the right size that I needed, and it's blue. So that's kind of the reason why this particular bag gets used, just because of the coloring. Okay, over at my REI store, they carry this GSI Outdoors Fair Share mug. Okay, it's a nice heavy-duty plastic mug. Nice solid lid on it, and it's a container. You can eat out of it. Of course, this has a little bit of flex to it, but as you can see, I'm taking it almost down there to the mug itself. A lot of flex. I like that. It gives me the opportunity to be able to put it here in the sack and get it all in there nice and contained. As I said, I switched things up. So right now, what I got in here is this container, which I'll go over that in a second. Titanium spork. I always keep a napkin there at the bottom. I've got my Snow Peak 700, which is what the lids in this bag are for. I have the Snow Peak 700 stainless steel lid, but I also have a sippy lid, I guess you could call it, or the French roast lid, the plastic lid that goes on the Jetboils. It happens to fit right on the Snow Peak 700. So for me, that works really great because it gives me something I can drink out of it as well as eat out of it. Okay, once again, whole blue theme here. Always keep this wrapped up. And what is it? Of course, it's a blue Snow Peak 450. So I've always got an eating container and a drinking container for myself, so I can have hot tea, coffee, whatnot. All of this works, of course, not only on wood burning stoves, but the alcohol stoves, hence the reason for carrying it. And a third container. So I always have 3 containers. I can throw in an extra spork or 2, you know, so when my kids are with me, you know, something they can eat out of. I only need to cook once. You know, I can boil enough water topping this off. May take a little bit longer, but you know, if I'm gonna make soup or something like that, there's a couple containers to eat out of and something to drink out of. And then the whole deal with this here is, as you've seen, I had my mini heat in the other kit, and I switch them up all the time. You know, whether I'm going to carry my Georgia heat, the mini heat, or carrying this in here. Just so happens, as you see, I kind of throw napkins in everywhere. So I have our paper towels. I got all the components in here. For the Georgia heat, or sorry, for the hiker stove, because I kind of been rocking that for a little bit. So, you know, I got the hiker stove sitting in here, and of course I always carry a DIY stove as well. So, you know, I have a little version of a Super Venom stove that I made that's really small, and I mean literally, I mean it has a lot of flex to it and stuff, so you can kind of contour it a little bit. That's how I get all of this to work together, you know, packaging wise. So I get to carry 2 stoves with me. Have my wood burning stove that I use as a windscreen. I end up having 3 containers to eat out of, and you know, I can get it all in one package. And that's what I like, because of the fact that I can take, if I want, and just take this with me. Just take the lids. Heck, if I want to go all out, I could just take the 450 with me. I could put it all together, take everything with me, and go out, you know, because maybe I've got a friend or 2 with me, you know, someone who doesn't have this type of equipment. I've got kids with me, whatnot. I've got the versatility to kind of change it up and still know that it will fit all within one package and not take up any more space than this one mug in my pack. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it kind of gave you guys some ideas. Let me know what you think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and we shall see you guys all on the next.